Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City?
Alright, here we go. I don't know if I'm starting to like this book. I don't really want to say in the beginning of these videos. Alright, check. We're in Anastasia's point of view. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seems like it's gonna be a decent length chapter. Get your book out. We are on page 58. So, I'm itching my knee right now. I'm sorry. All right, chapter 7. Team building. 2 words, 12 letters, 2 hours of hell. We're going to be doing some icebreaker activities. Bradley announces to the room. She sounds as enthusiastic as I feel. I don't know. She doesn't want. Also, I don't know. There was no don't. Let me restart. I know she doesn't want to do this because she bitched to me about it on the way here. Coach Flockner is standing by her side, also looking like he'd rather be somewhere else. Be anywhere else, sorry. David Skinner, who is becoming a pain in my ass, wants to see an improvement in the dynamic between our 2 groups. Bradley told me Skinner helped to drop in with Ruhi. One of the younger solo skaters was arguing with one of the hockey guys for interrupting her skate. Skinner got to witness Ruhi's creativity to use a hockey-based insult. So now we're team building. What a great use of time I could be spending doing anything else. I may as well throw out my planners since nobody seems to give a shit about my routine anymore. Faulkner clears his throat, looking to Bradley for guidance. He looks at her looks out of place anywhere. I'm sorry. That isn't an ice rink. And if I wasn't so miserable by being stuck in the awards room again, I'll probably find it funny. I'm sure all of you have heard of this. I'm sure all of you heard of speed dating. Bradley says, my skaters are going to each sit at a table. Hockey team, you will move from table to table every 5 minutes. And a reminder, this is not real dating. Flockner bellows, finally saying something. Who reads this? People just know they throw stuff. The goal is to get to know each other better. Just discuss your aspirations, your hobbies, your dog's name. I don't care, but keep it respectful. Hughes, Hudson, Carter, and Joel. To be clear, I specifically talking to you 4. The 4 guys each pretend to be shocked, gaining a laugh from the rest of the teammates. This is a joke, Aaron groans. We're not kids. I hate doing Aaron's voice. Hold up. And we're back. I'm sorry. As much as it pains me to agree with Aaron, I sort of do. He's been on his best behavior for the past 3 weeks, and he has been an absolute dream to be with. He even treated me to dinner at. I'm gonna say it wrong, even though it's a 4-letter word. Aiko. A fancy Japanese restaurant I won't be able to afford otherwise. He seems to have turned things around, so I'm grateful. I haven't seen Ryan a lot because he's been spending a lot of time with Olivia. But when he does come over, Aaron has been polite. I try to see the positives so Aaron doesn't get grumpy. It might be fun. Some of them are nice. I have a softest spot for Henry Turner, one of the sophomores on the hockey team. I was stressing over my corporate social responsibilities essay in the library, and he approached me last week, sporting a worried look. He introduced himself, explaining he was on the team, and he heard what happened. He said he couldn't tell me too much, but he wanted to explain. When he proceeded to tell me everything about everyone, Henry started explaining that Nathan put an end to the prank traditions the minute he became captain. He promised there's nothing the team, including Nathan, could have done to prevent this disaster. Russ, the impregnator, or not impregnator, as it turns out, has a
Aiko.
Hey guys are listening. A difficult home life, which he managed to escape by working especially hard to get a full ride scholarship. Nathan knew that if people found out, Russ might lose his scholarship, and with his parents being unable. Sorry, guys. I'm unable to read. Unable to cover his tuition. He had no choice but to head back home for the rest. Go back home to the life he's worked so hard to get away from. Nathan didn't even. People like to be walking. Where was it? Nathan didn't even trust his own team with the information. That's how protective he is of Russ, despite his indiscretions. Henry wanted me to know that Russ isn't some cocky, trust fund kid. He's quiet and he tries to keep out of trouble, and Henry can relate to that because he's the same. He didn't make any friends his freshman year, even though he's from Maple Hills. College was overwhelming for him. He hated dorms, but without friends to live with, he has going to have to stay on or move home. Nathan offered him. Something going on in my mouth. Ever offered him a room in their house, even though a sophomore living with seniors is unheard of on the team. That was his bias of telling me how much of a good guy his captain is, and why I'm mad now. I should try to give him a chance. After telling me gossip about all the team members I don't know yet. He finished off his speech by telling me I was the most beautiful figure skater he ever seen. I hate how I said that. Most beautiful figure skater I've ever seen. He quickly followed by clarifying he meant by my performance, not my appearance, and that when I'm not landing on my ass or looking like a baby giraffe, my performance is exceptional. And if it wasn't, fuck his own paper. I was just saying. If I wasn't in, fucking, I don't want to hear shit. Fucking a lot of the camera has a hard time raising. No, I don't, Alonzo. You never said anything about it.
Enamoredi.
Why is it in Japanese?
Enamored.
Enamored, was her word. Enamored with him enough. He brought me a coffee and helped me study. Bradley claps her hands to get all of us moving. I take a seat. I take a seat on the other side of the room from Aaron. He might be friendly at the moment, but it doesn't mean I have to listen on to his conversations. I can do 5-minute conversations, right? The only 2.5 that's only 2.5 minutes each. I can talk about myself for that long. It's going to be fine, I think. My first date takes a seat in front of me, immediately making me feel relaxed with a huge smile. His buzz cut is bleach blonde with the golden brown skin of his arms covered in let's show them about this motherfucker's tattoos.
Intricate.
Okay. Intricate black tattoos, which I can see because the second he sat down, he rolled up his sleeves and winked at me. His jawline is covered in short stubble, and has a small silver nose ring. This guy might be a transvestite or something. He looks like the type of guy you could get into heaps of trouble with, but in a good way. He holds out his hand for me to shake, which feels oddly formal. Jade and Joel, but you can call me Jade. This is the JJ guy. This feels awkward, but I go for it anyway. Anastasia, that's what I call her, Anastasia Allen. Stacy is fine too. Oh, I'm more of aware who you are. I make it my mission to know anyone who puts Nate Hawkins in his place. I'm a big fan. I'm blushing. Great. Thanks. I think, tell me about yourself. We gotta fill 5 minutes somehow. The room is filled with the sound of people chatting, which is a positive sign. JJ stretches out his legs, getting comfortable in his seat. I'm 21. I'm a Scorpio sun. This bug's gonna make me mad. I'm a Scorpio sun, moon, and rising. I'm from Nebraska, which if you ever can go to Nebraska, you know there is nothing to fucking do. He rubs his palms against his face, pausing to think what to say next. I play defense. I'm going to San Jose Marlins when I graduate. I hate pickles. Faulkner said we weren't allowed to talk about sexual stuff, so I don't know what else to say. Looking at the clock on my phone, we covered 90 seconds. I'm 21. I'm from Seattle. I'm the only child. I work at Simone's rink. I've been a figure skating since I was a kid. Always pair skating. Okay. And I've been skating with Aaron since freshman year. I shift into my seat comfortably, watching JJ. We're still thinking about himself. Our goal is Team USA. We want to be the next Olympics. We want to be the next Olympics. Why is this so hard? I study business. You want to know my big three?
Intricate.
That scared the fuck out of me. He nods enthusiastically, obviously. Oh. Talk about their fucking zodiacs. I'm a Capricorn, and that's all I know. But not the lady, me. Virgo sun and rising, Cancer moon. He hisses and shakes his hands immediately. What? Cancer Moon, red flag. From the triple Scorpio, Daniel holds up his hand defensively, winding his hazel eyes. I'll have you know we're incredibly misunderstood. Looking at the clock again, we have 1 minute left. 60 seconds. Anything else? He rubs his hands together in a way that makes me worried about what he's about to ask. Would you rather have a fish head but your body, or would you rather have your head on a fish body? That was hard to read. At the 30-second, at least 30 seconds pass where I stare at him, able to formulate a response. He taps at the watch on his wrist. Tick-tock, Stacy. Time's almost up. I don't know. 10, 9, 8, 7. Fish head with my body. I think. God, that's disgusting to visualize. Great choice. He praises, looking satisfied with my answer. Bradley blows her whistle, indicating for everyone to switch. He winks at me again, and definitely blushing. I'm definitely blushing. I hope to see you more. I hope to see more of you soon. Time flies as each guy sits at my table. Before moving on, 3 freshmen asked for my number. A guy called Bobby spent 5 minutes talking about a girl interested of himself. A girl instead of himself. Okay, sorry. And then when a guy called Maddie realized we share a class, he spent 5 minutes asking me to explain our last assignment and writing the answers on his phone. Robbie approaches my table with the whistle blown, and it's nice to see someone I know. Anastasia, Robbie, fancy meeting you here. Lola and Robbie might be a thing. I'm not sure. She's not even sure. The second she found out we team building together, I was given strict instructions to find out, how are you? To find out, how are you? I'm good. I was hoping you're going to spend the next 5 minutes. And he looks at his watch. 29 seconds talking about our roommate. She's gonna lose her mind when I get home. It's the easiest 4 minutes of my life. Lo is an open book. What you see is what you get. Talking about her to someone else is easy because she likes everything and she is most loving and supportive friend ever. I'm ashamed to say Joe and Chris are very funny and have me slapping my hand over my mouth to stop laughing, which is annoying because I had no intention adding other hockey players into my approved list. It was going to be a Henry only forever. 10 minutes of laughing as well-timed because I am in a good mood with Russ sits at my table. I feel pointless describing hockey players at this point because the only word that ever comes to mind is big. Russ is no different, but the one thing that sets him apart from his friends is his baby face. Unlike the rest of the team, there is no stubble in sight. His eyes are big and softened like a puppy. Dude, this guy, it's like Tyler, just puppy coated. I'm sorry for saying that. Inside group jokes. Stupid. Look at time. I even noticed. What time is it? I never noticed before, but also never seen him up close. He looks nervous as hell too. And I think back when Henry told me about him being a quiet guy. I'm Stacy. Russ, right? He nods and tips his. He nods, the tips of his ears reddening. Yeah, it's nice to meet you. Do you want to talk about yourself or something? I don't have anything interesting to tell. Oh, Russ, why did you have to be timid, be a timid animal when I want to be mad at you? I launched into the same spiel, giving every other guy this. He asked the following question. Every other guy. He asks follow-up questions and keeps me talking. And by the time the whistle blows, he's moving on. I still don't know anything about him. It was nice to meet you. He says gently as he leaves. The activity's nearly over, and I incredibly annoyed that it's sort of had the desired effect. It's hard to begrudge letting the guys share the rink after you heard all about their aspirations and motivations. I said it's hard. It's not possible. Through the process of elimination, I know I've got only 2 people left. My social battery is wavering, but I tried to push through because I know it's worth when Henry drops himself into the sea in front of me. This is unnecessary. This is unnecessary, isn't it? He mutters, placing his elbow on the table to rest his head on his hands. Why do I need to know what someone's childhood pet is called or when their birthday is? The only person who cares about the information is a hacker, and I don't even like computers. I'm in shock. During a few one-on-one encounters we had, Henry was calm and so laid back. He's practically horizontal. It appears Skinner has found the thing to get under my skin for socializing. Please don't tell me about your pet, Anastasia. He begs, brushing his hand over his shorts. Auburn curls, slight heavy, sighing heavy. Sighing heavy. I don't have the energy to pretend to care. You want to sit in silence? You only have one person after me, and you have a little pre-final break. That's a good idea, thanks. Henry shuts his eyes, and I have no choice but just to watch him. I wish I have a mic right now. Oh, sorry. I feel like a creep, but equally, what else am I supposed to do? He could go into meddling if hockey doesn't work out for him. Perfect symmetrical face, smooth, glowing brown skin, the most defined cheekbones I've ever seen on a man. He's beautiful. I can feel you staring at me. Can you stop? I'm glad he keeps his eyes open when he can't see the very aggressive shade of red on my face. Bradley's whistles blow, and Henry struts off with only a glance in my direction. The only one person I face yet is the one person I've been dreading. He takes forever, or what feels like forever, at least, to take a seat, and he's in the Maple Valley's Titans t-shirt. He's in the Maple Valens, the Maple Hills Titans t-shirt and gray sweats. I hate myself to being a woman swayed by a man in gray sweatpants. Look, his dick shape is Lucian. Shit, there, shit, no, there is, shit, there will be no swaying. Hi. He says cheerfully, I'm Nathan Hawkins. You're playing like that, are you? He ignores my question and quirks his eyebrow. Are you sure? Nathan, what are you doing? I ask, folding my arms and leaning back into my seat. He mirrors me, folding his arms. He's folding his arms to an outsider would probably look like the least approachable table, which, to be fair, we might be. We're starting over. Everyone loves a fresh start, right? Let's have one. You can't stay mad forever. I was planning to stay mad longer than forever, so I feel like you're massively underestimating me. He starts to laugh, and I don't know what to do with myself because my face is fighting to smile too. Damn it. Your commitment to the cause is admirable, Alan. He teases, I already know you're a figure skater and you study business and you're from Seattle. I found out you can be terrifying, but you're also sweet. My eyebrow immediately shoots up, confused, so he clarifies. To Henry, not to me. Henry has been nice to me. His face sinks a little, and it's a little. What the fuck does that mean? He's on a fentanyl. We're almost done here. Thank God. He say is fuck you. His face sinks a little. The charming facade slipping. I want to be nice to you. Look, I'm sorry I lied to you. My hands were tied and I had to put rest first. I honestly want to be your friend, Anastasia. I know, I get it. But you don't know me. You can't trust me. You don't know me, can't trust me, or whatever. That's fine, I understand that. But I tried to share how I feel. I tried to share how I was feeling so you could see my side, and you immediately brush it off as a overreaction. Today is not my best day to read. I feel naive sharing this, but I had enough therapy in my life to know I should try communicate my feelings. Well, when I'm not being petty. People keep telling me Nathan's a good guy, so I'm giving him the opportunity to be one. I can see why that will make you stay away from me. His hands sink into his hair. His hands sink into his hair, tugging with what looks like annoyance at himself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not okay that I did that. Can we start again? Bradley whistle blows for the final time, but he doesn't move. He waits for me to answer. His brown eyes practically stare into my fucking soul. It says freaking. I'm saying fucking. You're on probation, I sigh. He creeps back to my cheeks when he gives me the brightest smile. I'm gonna nail it. You better. Shit. Oh, thank God that was over. Alright, that was chapter 7. Chapter 8 will be tomorrow. Currently reading this. Chapter 6 already came out. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Outro playing now.
My mama don't like you and she likes everyone. And I never like to admit that I was